Hi everyone! Today I am making some swap cards for a swap I'm participating in using all new products from the new upcoming Spring Occasions catalog. Very exciting. This catalog starts on January 3rd. It'll go live. The product I'm using is the Truly Tailored Stamp Set and Punch Bundle. The stamps and punch come separately, but if you buy them together as a bundle, you save 10%, which is really a nice thing. And you're going to love to have this punch in your collection. It's a really interesting shape, and I think it's just really nice. And I like the stamp set too. Lots of fun little images here, great for Father's Day or even grand. You can make that as a grandfather. You can give that to a grandpa. And it's just a really fun little set. My son is kind of a quirky little guy, and he loves to wear bow ties. So the little bow tie caught my eye as well. And this box is adorable. So this is just a really fun masculine stamp set, something that I don't have enough of. And I want to show you the suite before I start my card. The papers in this are beautiful. You've got Night of Navy and Tranquil Tide paired with some very vanilla and chocolate chip. And there's a tiny bit of crushed curry. I had a hard time finding the crushed curry actually. It said that it was in there and I'm like, where? So here's some of the patterns. I love that stripe. These glasses are cute. My son actually wears blue glasses as well, so it's kind of had my son's name all over it. Here's some nice neutral too with the chocolate chip. That'll be a nice background. Here are those adorable bow ties. This is a nice background too. Some pipes. That's pretty. And a nice plaid. So really nice paper collection here. And also part of this Truly Tailored collection is this corduroy ribbon in Night of Navy. So rich looking, really nice ribbon. And also there's a collection of buttons. And they are wood buttons. So you've got a few different shapes. You can turn it over and use the dark or this little two-toned. Couple different sizes. These really fun little wooden buttons come in that collection too. And the card that I'm making for my swap is this one. So I'm using some of the papers across the background. I've got a whole bunch of these. They're all kind of the same. And we're going to put this one together. I want to show you how to put this together and how to use these fun stamps. But before I do that, I thought I would point out another card I made with it. Same sketch that I used, but I used the buttons. And wishing you a dapper day. And here is something I made with this punch. It doesn't use the stamps, but look how I used the punch as a background for this card for my nephew who's in a band. So anyway, this is a really fun punch. You're going to get a lot of use out of this. So let's put together my swap card. I start out with a base of chocolate chip. And every once in a while I like to cut my cards with a tall card or a short card. This one's going to be a tall one just for fun. So we've got 4 1/4 by 11 scored in half at 5 1/2. And then I've got another base layer. This is 5 by 3 3/4. Then I've cut my strips. Now these are each 4 3/4 long by 1 1/8 inches. And I've got Night of Navy, Tranquil Tide, and then I chose one of the patterns from the paper pack, this really fun little stripe. And I went ahead and glued those down on my background like so. Now I like to start on the sides and just kind of make sure that I've got a nice edge all the way around that's even. So I do the 2 side pieces first. And then I put in the middle piece. There we go. I'm stamping on Very Vanilla, and I'm using the Hoping Your Birthday is as Grand as You Are. And I wanted 2 colors to show up on this stamp. So I stamped the entire thing in Tranquil Tide. And then I used my Night of Navy marker to go over the word grand with the brush side. Now you could wipe off that Tranquil Tide ink before you do this if you feel like it. You can use a blender pen or Q-tip. It's a darker color, and I feel that it goes right over the top nicely, so I didn't bother. And then this fits perfectly within the punch, so turn it over so you can see where you're punching and make sure you've got it nicely inside there. See how the I and the exclamation point line up nicely towards the edge. And punch. Now what I like to do is add a little bit of linen thread to the back of this before I put my sentiment down. So I give myself a nice little length of linen thread to get off those little creases from being on this board. I pull it tight through my fingernail just to get rid of any of those little creases. And then I give myself a little glob of adhesive right where I want it. It's going to get covered up by the sentiment, so that's okay. And I just make some little loop-de-loops. Just kind of go a few times back and forth, pressing down onto the adhesive as I go. There we go. And then I use some dimensionals to pop that up. Okay, and then I just covered that right over my adhesive from my linen thread. And then I had cut some bows out of that designer series paper, and I'm going to go ahead and add those as little accents, kind of scattered as you would maybe rhinestones or sequins or buttons. Just kind of scatter them around. So I put one right in the top. And I used glue dots to attach those. Grab a different pattern, and I kind of tuck this one. I'll grab another different pattern, put that down there. And then the whole thing is popped up with some dimensionals in the back. So starting January 3rd, you'll be able to order from the Occasions catalog and also take advantage of Celebration, which also starts on January 3rd. And during Celebration, when you buy $50 worth of product, you will get a free item from the Celebration catalog. So if you've been a customer of mine for a while, you've already gotten your catalog. If you haven't, please let me know and I'd be happy to send you one. So you can choose from the True Gentleman collection. Here's another Celebration stamp set with the guitar and the You're Awesome. That's one of the freebie choices. So that's a fun thing. And check back all during the month of January. I'm going to have all kinds of videos on new products from the Occasions catalog and from Celebration. And check my blog, bethspapercuts.com, where I have information on Celebration as well. It's a great time of year to buy stamps and stock up on all your supplies. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.